Welcome to the Law of Attraction for Writers podcast. I'm Suzanne Lawrence of WriteByTheSea.com and an author and Law of Attraction coach for writers.
And I'm Simon Rose, author of numerous middle grade and young adult novels, as well as many non-fiction books, and also a coach for writers.
Now, if you're curious about how the law of attraction applies to you as a writer, we hope you'll join us for this podcast each week as we give you one small tip for making the most of the law of attraction to reach your writing goals. So today we're going to be talking about the law of gender and how balancing creative energies can help you finish what you start.
Exactly, Suzanne. It's all very well being creative and having ideas, but we still need to be able to complete projects.
That's right. And the law of gender says creation requires both receptive or feminine energy and active or masculine energy. In writing, the receptive side is brainstorming, daydreaming, and receiving inspiration, while the active side is outlining, drafting, revising, and submitting. Problems arise when you lean too far to one side. Endless dreamers never finish their projects. Relentless doers may churn out words, but they lose depth and meaning in their work.
I was probably a combination of both of these at the beginning of my career, before I attracted the attention of a publisher. I had parts of stories and no outline of a novel, with probably no idea if I'd ever be able to write a full story. Once I had a publisher, I created and revised an outline, wrote the draft, and did all the revisions.
Good for you. Here's some other examples. Think of a writer who keeps world building for years, but never writes the story. That's too much receptive energy.
It certainly is, Suzanne. I've been guilty of this sometimes. Building the world, creating maps, and so on, then eventually having to persuade myself to write the story.
And another writer might hammer out draft after draft, but never pause to reflect. In that case, there's too much active energy. Now, here's a practical writing tip. Do a creative balance check. Take your current project and ask yourself, am I stuck in idea mode or am I stuck in grind mode? If you're stuck dreaming, set a word goal count and commit to finishing the draft. If you're stuck grinding, take a day to brainstorm, meditate, or free write without pressure.
Good advice, Suzanne. I've done both of these sometimes. Setting a word count goal by a certain date has worked for me. I've also headed to my local coffee shop or elsewhere for a change of scene, for a bit of free writing time to refresh my batteries.
So, for anyone listening today, take this step. Choose one way to rebalance your progress this week, either by adding more reflection and inspiration or by committing to more structured action. Now, in our next episodes, we're going to look at how to sustain joy and motivation through the ups and downs of a writing career.
I'm looking forward to chatting about this in the coming episodes, Suzanne. Until then, happy writing, everyone.
Yeah, happy writing. See you next time. Bye.